Hi AP, we're looking here starting with making our 0.400 molar calcium chloride. We need the milligram balance. As you can see, looking at this particular balance, it goes out 4 decimal places. So that's an impressive amount of significant figures that we can get here. Some of the other materials we need to do this procedure are located over here. I'm going to show you. We have our scoopula, and the weighing boat looks like this right here. However, I find them not as easy to maneuver, so my glorified weighing boat is the bathroom cup. And here's the stopper for our 250 milliliter volumetric flask. And then I have 2 funnels that I can use in order to get the water inside and the solid inside the volumetric flask. We have our wash bottle that has deionized water in it, and then of course we need the calcium chloride solid to make the solution. So this is what we're going to be starting with in order to make the calcium chloride solution at the correct concentration, which you'll calculate how many grams you would need in your pre-lab questions. Okay, so let's start by showing how we would mass out our calcium chloride here in order to make our 0.400 molar solution. Now the first thing you want to do, of course, open the milligram balance door here, put in the weighing boat. We're going to use the cup because it's easier. All right, as you can see, the cup itself has some mass, so I have to zero that out using the tar button. All right, so now we're starting at 0. So everything I add to the cup now at this point will just be measuring the calcium chloride. Now I'm not going to show you the actual amount when I'm adding it here because you're supposed to calculate that in your pre-lab. Okay, so here's my calcium chloride. Here is my scoopula. I'm going to start scooping into the cup here, into the weighing boat inside the balance. Okay, so here I go, starting to input some calcium chloride into the cup to measure out the correct amount that's going to go into the volumetric flask. But I have to get the correct gram amount from the calculation before I can add it. All right, now that I have my desired amount in the weighing boat of the calcium chloride, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start adding it to my volumetric flask. First of all, putting the funnel on the top, then I'm going to add the calcium chloride in through the funnel. As you can see, some of it got stuck. Can push that down. But as you can see also, there's a little bit of residue left on the funnel. So I'm going to use my wash bottle to wash that down a little bit. Okay, get that out of there. So now we have some residue left in our weighing boat that we will need to rinse a few times to get that out. Put that in through the funnel, rinse that out a couple of times here. Make sure that there's nothing left in here. We want our concentration to be as accurate as possible. All right, so once that's done, I'll do it one more time for good measure. Okay, into the flask it goes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fill it to this calibration mark here. I don't know if you can see that. So we're going to fill it to this calibration mark, which is right here. I'm not sure if you can see that. Maybe you can see it better like that. Maybe better like this. But we're going to add water to the flask up until this point. Now I'm going to use the jug for most of it, and then when I get really close, I'm going to use my wash bottle. Now I have to get down and look at the meniscus because I want the meniscus, the bottom of the meniscus, to be right at that line, making sure I'm adding the correct amount. And that's about perfect. It's the bottom of the meniscus is right on the line there. Now I'm going to put the stopper on, close up my flask, and now I can shake it to get my solution to dissolve completely. Shake it up, let it dissolve completely. And with all good lab procedure, I'm going to label my bottle with its concentration and the calcium chloride, the date and my initials so that I know when I made it.